Today, we turn our attention to a reality where equality is promised on paper but denied in daily life. The laws speak of justice, yet faith and practice often remain unchanged. Welcome to the second episode of Unspoken with Lata Negi Mathas on First Verdict Media. Himachal Pradesh is called Devbhoomi, the land of gods, a place of peace, purity and strong traditions. But even here, in the land of high mountains and deep faith, there is a silence we rarely talk about, which is caste discrimination. This social reality, though rarely addressed, remains an important aspect of state's societal dynamics. The Constitution of India clearly says in Article 17, untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. Laws exist, yet social practice often ignores them. That gap, that silence between law and lived reality is why it's still unspoken. We say we live in the country of Gandhi and Ambedkar, a country that has recently become world's fourth largest economy. And yet, even today, we still face these issues of caste discrimination and inequality, not just in Himachal but across India. Caste continues to draw invisible lines in schools, temples and even homes. But for us, Himachal feels different, at least in the heart of those who call it home. For it is cherished as Devbhoomi, the land of gods. Here, life follows the mountains and rivers and people live with deep tradition, customs, faith and devotion, guided by their gods and by nature. Yet, in many villages, old customs continue. Dalit, 1/4 of Himachal population, still face exclusion. Studies in one of the districts in Himachal shows that in some schools, Dalit children stand in separate lines for meal. Cooks are often chosen from the upper caste. I recently came across a disturbing video from one of the villages of Himachal Pradesh showing students made to sit separately during meals based on caste discrimination. Let's watch this video.
ये देखो यहाँ से परे अपर कास्ट के बच्चे बैठे हुए हैं सारे और यहाँ से अपर कास्ट के हैं। ये देखो सारे, ये देखो। नहीं मैडम जी, बच्चे बैठते स्कूल में रोल नंबर 22। आपने वो बच्चे ये दिख रहे ना, यहाँ देखो, यहाँ से परे देखो, ये देखो ना यहाँ से परे। नहीं यहाँ आप, ये मैं नहीं बैठा सकता मैडम जी, आप बैठाओ इनको। मैं क्यों बैठाऊं? मैं नहीं बैठा सकता, आप लोग बैठाओ। यहाँ दिख नहीं रहा आपको? ये देखो, ये देखो, ये देखो। अब जब हम आए तब आप रोल नंबर 22 बैठा रहे। बैठाओ 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 बैठाओ। नहीं, ये बहुत टाइम से, एक बार पीछे 2 साल पहले भी आए थे, तब भी बात की थी। बैठो बैठो, रोल नंबर 22 बैठो।
Now imagine a school where every child is told that all are equal, yet outside the classroom, the rules of fairness vanish. In the playground, in the dining hall, invisible walls divide frets. Children are learning one thing but living another. Another recent case from a village in Himachal Pradesh has come to light where the death of a child is reportedly linked to caste-based discrimination. The incident has sparked outrage and is currently under investigation. While the case is still under investigation, sources suggest that caste-based discrimination remains a silent reality in the villages of Himachal Pradesh. The Kullu Valley in Himachal Pradesh is home to 534 living gods and goddesses documented in 583-page study by the Kullu administration. These deities are not merely temple idols but are considered living gods who influence social, cultural and political life. Following the Devtas is seen as a way to preserve tradition and maintain harmony. According to the recent reports in sociological research, many parts of Himachal Pradesh, exclusion of Dalit from temples, water taps and other public and religious sites is defended as the will of local deities, but is also shaped by the deep-rooted social, structural and discrimination. The Times of India reports notes that in Kullu, over 500 deities communicate through oracles, yet upper caste temple committee restricts Dalit from entering the temples. In other districts of Himachal, marginalized metal and stone craftsmen create sacred temple objects but are themselves forbidden from entering those temples. And numerous other reports show that in daily life, people from the marginalized caste continue to face exclusion from religious, social, and public spaces. These findings raise important questions about whether religious commands are genuine expression of faith or whether they are being used to reinforce existing caste inequality. A recent casteist remark by a professor sparked widespread protest, with many people speaking out. While this public response is encouraging, daily caste-based discrimination still goes largely unnoticed. Prejudices in school, water sources, and other everyday spaces can be just as harmful as offensive remarks. It raises a deeper question. Why do people react to casteist word but ignore daily caste discrimination? Does this suggest that verbal offense is perceived as more harmful than structural discrimination? We must confront both bias and the system that uphold it. The deepest irony, what some call the will of God in the land of dignity, is this. A carpenter builds home but cannot enter the kitchen. A jeweler crafts beautiful jewelry yet faces exclusion. Even those who play sacred instruments serve the God but remain on the sidelines. They uphold the community and honor the divine, yet society keeps them at the margins. So we must ask ourselves, can we say we are close to God if Dalits are barred from the temples? Can we speak of equality when caste continues to decide who is included and who is not? Can faith ask us to break the very dignity that the Constitution of India protects? As profoundly said by Swami Vivekananda, caste is a social custom and religion has nothing to do with it. The 2025 floods taught Himachal simple truth. Nature knows no caste. River rose, mountains shook, and every life, rich or poor, high or low, was equally vulnerable. And yet, when the skies cleared and the flowers bloomed again, they bloomed for everyone. Nature has always treated us equally. The question is, why can't we? In the land of gods, Devbhumi, caste customs often come from a faith, not animosity. But as we move forward, we must reflect. Will we preserve the heritage of love, kindness, equality, and harmony with nature, or inheritance of discrimination, exclusion, and oppression? Mountains are watching, the rivers are listening. The question is, are we ready to rise together? This episode is another reminder from Unspoken that truth and justice will always prevail. I hope people will see this and choose to stand against injustice one day.